Typically, maritime workers don't qualify for traditional workers' compensation. However, they have several avenues to compensation under maritime law. If you're working in the maritime sector and get injured, there are a few types of personal injury claims you might consider. And it's not just for workers. If you were a passenger on a cruise ship or even enjoying a day on a recreational boat and got hurt, there are options for you too. The first type is the Jones Act claim. This federal statute is designed to protect maritime workers who've been injured while on the job. To file under the Jones Act, you need to be classified as a seaman, which means you spend at least 30% of your work time on a vessel in navigable waters. Unlike the usual workers' compensation system, Jones Act claims are made directly against the employer of the injured seaman. This law allows maritime workers to seek compensation for things like lost wages, medical bills, and disabilities. A maintenance and cure claim is designed to help you through the tough times after an injury. Essentially, it covers your medical bills and provides financial support for your everyday living expenses. By law, your employer is required to cover these costs until you've reached what's known as maximum medical improvement. As for your living expenses, maintenance and cure ensures you can keep up with necessities like rent, food, and utilities, everything you need to sustain your lifestyle on land. Plus, if you got hurt while offshore, your transport back to shore and to medical appointments should also be covered. If your employer is dragging their feet or refusing to pay what you're owed, it might be time to bring in a maritime personal injury lawyer. They can take legal action to ensure your maintenance and cure are fully paid, and your employer might end up having to pay extra and punitive damages too. Another kind of personal injury claim you can make is for negligence. Essentially, a negligence claim involves asking someone to compensate you for harm caused by their careless or reckless behavior. Imagine you slip and fall on a slippery boat deck, ending up with broken bones or a shoulder injury in maritime cases. Your employer could be responsible for not providing non-skid flooring or taking other necessary precautions. Through a maritime law negligence claim, you can seek compensation for various damages such as pain and suffering, lost wages, and medical expenses. If a crew member gets hurt because a vessel wasn't maintained properly, they can file a claim for unseaworthiness. Think about situations where equipment fails because it's outdated or not maintained properly. Maybe the tools you have are just not up to the task. Or perhaps there simply aren't enough crew members to safely get the job done. All these things can lead to an unseaworthy vessel. In this situation, the ship owner or employer might be held responsible for any injuries or losses resulting from the risky or unseaworthy conditions. Although proving unseaworthiness can sometimes be tricky, the right evidence and documentation can clearly demonstrate how employers could have ensured a safer workspace for their crew. If you aren't considered a seaman, you may be covered under the Longshore and Harbor Workers' Compensation Act. The Longshore Act provides benefits and rights to maritime workers who may not be covered under traditional workers' compensation laws or the Jones Act. Coverage is offered to maritime workers who are injured in areas such as docks, piers, harbors, terminals, dry dock facilities, and any other facility adjoining navigable waters used for loading, unloading, repairing, or building vessels. In essence, the LHWCA covers employees that are not necessarily stationed on a specific vessel, but spend the majority of their job either on or near vessels. In many situations, our clients choose to pursue multiple claims at once. For example, you might pursue a Jones Act claim against your employer while also filing a maritime negligence claim against other parties responsible for the accident. This can be useful if you were working on a vessel owned by another company or alongside employees from different companies who played a part in the incident. It's quite common for us to bring forth various claims like Jones Act and maintenance and cure against an employer, maritime negligence against a non-employer, and an unseaworthiness claim against whoever owns the ship or rig. We understand that this might sound pretty complex, but don't worry, everything is bundled under one filing. By relying on an experienced maritime injury law firm, you can navigate these processes seamlessly and work towards maximizing your recovery. If you're not sure which claim fits your situation, you can reach out to us for a free consultation. An experienced maritime attorney will review your case and help you figure out the best path forward.